And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
Welcome everyone, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And
I love those guys.
Oh, I love you too. But this is where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. So if the weather has been nice where you are, not like here, but nice where you are, not here, but you where you are. If the weather has been nice where you are, please let me know in the chat how the weather is where you are and if you have been able to get out and fly your drones today. How are you doing, Lawrence, on this wonderful Wednesday? Somewhere else, not here.
I'm good, man. The sun decided to come out just now. It's been cloudy all day, but I'm good.
It rained this morning.
It was raining off and on this morning a whole lot. I'm doing okay so far. Surprisingly, I'm like almost skeptical because nothing bad has happened in a minute. Nothing bad has happened in a minute. So I'm like, I'm just waiting for something to happen. I'm not trying to look a gift horse in the mouth, but.
Well, I mean, there was some bad news on the news today.
Yeah, we just heard that before we went live. You want to share?
I mean, I don't know if everybody knows who Charlie is, but I mean, I'm quite sure everybody has heard, the news about it. Them getting shot at. I guess he was speaking at a college, and he was shot. He took someone into custody, but from what I heard, they said it's not the shooter. So
okay, but they did take someone else into custody. Okay.
Yeah, it's sad because the guy's got young children.
True.
When will we stop?
This is true. But anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys, where we talk about everything under the sun. If it has props on it, it's electric. It runs on hydrogen. We talk about it. At least we try to.
Hydrogen, electric. I don't care if it runs on gas.
Yeah, definitely.
What's
up with you? How are you doing?
If it floats high off the ground, and it's an aircraft.
Yeah. If it can stay in the air for longer than 10 seconds, it's considered an aircraft.
Okay, and we're going to talk about it. But yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of stuff happening out there, in drones, and not just in the stuff that we fly, but in all of the stuff that's coming out there for like first responders and even for like out there with like the ships and the military and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So things are happening. There's nothing happening for us yet, except for maybe. But yeah, you were gonna say.
I'm noticing that since they went on the mission to ban DJI, and that seems to be happening. Actually, if you've been on LinkedIn, you'll see a lot of military companies are designing stuff. I saw, those dogs that Mayor Adams broke one of those Boston Robotics dogs. They had one with a 4-section rocket launcher on it. I'm like, wow, this is why they wanted us out of the sky, so they could build weapons of war.
Well, anyhow, I'm quite sure that everybody saw last week that there was the commercial UAV Expo. Everybody got a chance if you could attend it, was able to attend it. But also, Lawrence, what I see happening now is that the DJI Osmo 360 has a new firmware that's supposed to do some things with the twist of the I guess the selfie stick. You got a few things happening there, but also you got even sharper, more sharper. Your things, your panoramas, and
Yeah.
yeah, with smoother 8K. Believe it or not. So you,
I'm wondering how
those of
much
you who
smoother.
ever got your hands on that thing, if you could,
I
not
would have
here,
loved to.
not here, but someplace else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I wish I could have got my hands on that 360 camera because the video that I'm seeing from it,
Mhm.
you said they upgraded it so the 8K was better. I thought the 8K was superb as it was, but who
Mm,
knows?
smoother. And you know what's happened? Also happens to be coming up the Vegas drone meetup.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's taking place in
I got my
November.
chip.
In November, from the 7th through the 9th. So if you can make your way out there, that's going to be a good meetup.
Yes,
Oh
yes. I
yeah.
heard there's going to be a lot of good food there, good
Listen,
people, good
time out.
times.
Time out. It was a flagrant on Lawrence Clark. we we got good food everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. I
No,
haven't
no,
been to a
don't get
meetup.
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There are some places where the food is just all right, but there's a lot of good food out there.
Well, I'd like to consider myself a foodie.
Uh-oh.
Since I've had nothing to do but put on weight, but since I'm now losing that weight again,
Uh-oh.
um, I can't eat as much as I used to. So I'm hating right now. I'm hating on anyone that can eat anything. If you're skinny and you can eat everything under the sun, I'm hating
Well,
because I can't do that anymore.
that's how you speed up your metabolism.
Dude, I bought a box of donuts and a large bag of popcorn and put on 5 pounds, man.
Hold on a second. That's the problem. You said a box of donuts.
The intention was not to eat all of them myself.
To them buy one.
Okay, you have a valid point there. You have a valid point, but one wouldn't have just did it. You know how the sweet tooth
I
monster
know.
wakes up?
I
You
know that
know,
you just told us that the whole box did it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I felt guilty after
No, you
the
didn't.
lady
No,
weighed
no,
me. Huh?
no, you didn't.
You're right. I didn't. Just a little bit. Hey, Joe, what's up? Were you ready to
Yo,
do roll call?
I was just going to tell you, we got 20 people, they say, watching, 5 likes. So we could do roll call, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe they'll like us a little bit more after we do roll call. I don't
Yeah,
know.
who knows? Who knows? We will see. We
I
shall
mean,
see.
it's a possibility. I mean, what do you think? I've been liked for less. I mean, and disliked for less. I don't know.
This is true.
All right. Well,
All
let's
right, let's
see.
go. Let's go. Let's see who's here. What's up to my Canadian friend? Hopefully you'll get back down here to the States in about 3.5 years. Gary, Brant Ariel, shout out to Gary. I hope all is well. Um,
Gary.
Shout out to Kent Duff. We're seeing you here more and more. Welcome to the live stream. We appreciate you coming in. Ray of Sunshine, always smiling. Check out her channel. Very good person. Very nice channel. John Olson representing Long Island, Strong Island here in New York City. Shout out to you, John Olson. Hope all is well. Joe Fodolio, FPV. I'm still checking out the footage from Minefield. Keep pushing it, please. We appreciate you.
All right.
Primac Media had the Northeast Drone Meetup last weekend, and I think they did very well. I'd say they did very, very well. Also, who's here? Barkley, 107 Drones. Hope all is well.
Okay.
Tell Jenna we said hello from here. Take off, lift and land, representing the Bronx, New York. Eldon, I hope all is well. Then don't write and text. Cool Cat, Thanks for continuing to come back and support the channel. We appreciate you very, very, very much. Waypoint New England, shout out to you, sir. We have not forgotten you and everyone else here. Explicit FPV, thanks for coming in. If you're still here, shout out to you, Explicit FPV. And of course, Jody, Drone Shots. Okay, Jody or Frank Rizzo, shout out to you. Caroline Tyler, RC, who's coming up on FPV Corner. We're doing early tonight. Shout out to Caroline in the chat also. And SJM Steve across the pond over in the UK also. Shout out to Steve. Thanks for coming. I think we're done. Hey, that was pretty good. That wasn't too bad.
All right.
You know?
So,
Yeah, yeah. Well, we appreciate you all and thank you for coming to Wednesday
thank you
night with those guys. And
for
in
coming.
about 2 minutes, we're going to have FPV Corner because
Well,
our guest is over in the UK. And respectfully, she has to get up and go to work in the morning, like
yeah.
some of us guys out there. So we're going to have FPV Corner a little early at about 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Well, huh? Here's what
On
we're
you, Herman.
here's what we're going to do. We are going to have FPV Corner early, but what we're going to do is we're going to take a break and get our sponsor in first.
Yes.
We'll be
Yes.
right back. For a live stream that talks about everything in the drone world, tune in every Wednesday night to Wednesday Night with those guys.
That guy with the beard, he's a cool guy. I know him personally.
Which one?
The one with the beard.
The younger one or the old scruffy?
I don't know. The one with the beard. I thought he was a little younger. What's up, Jim's Droning? How are you, man? Shout out to you. What's good, Jims? Hope all is well.
Look at that again, because if I'm not mistaken, I thought both of them had a beard, but I could be wrong.
The salt and pepper bearded one.
Oh, the old scruffy looking guy.
Here we go. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And we're about to start FPV Corner. We got our sponsor in early. The world must be coming to an end. We got a sponsor in early, and we're early. Okay, that's good. That was some road safety vest action going on there. Unfortunately, Cool Cat, if you don't wear something like that when you're flying a drone in New York, you might get tased. No,
That sounded like something Barkley would say.
I'm joking. The police won't tase you here in New York if you're not wearing a safety vest, but they might mess with you, especially if you haven't paid that $150 fee that they want you to pay for flying here. But trust me, anytime we have our vest on, we're working. Angie, how are you? How did you enjoy your birthday weekend, Angie? I hope all is well.
So,
all right. It's 5:15. Let's do this.
Let's get into a little bit of
welcome.
Hiya.
How are you? Everybody, I'd like to introduce Caroline Tyler, RC. She's from the UK. I appreciate you coming on since last minute. I had mentioned to you before the stream, Jackie couldn't make it, living in other parts of the world where one of us have to be asleep when the show is on or something. But welcome. How are you?
Welcome.
I'm good, thank you. You need to get that pigeon jerky sponsor on.
The pigeon jerky? We might get hit with a copyright strike from Ken, though. We would love to. If he gave us permission to do it, we would love to have pigeon jerky on.
I'm good, thank you. It's getting a bit late here, but always up for promoting FPV.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. If you let everyone know really quick where you're from, what do you fly? That'll give a brief description of yourself real quick.
Oh, right. Well, I'm originally from London, East London, hence the East End accent. But I now live in the really God's country of West Yorkshire. and it's beautiful up here. Uh, I've been flying planes for the last 15, 20 years of various types. I started off teaching myself how to fly just regular RC planes, line of sight.
Okay.
And then got into a bit of regular drones. Didn't like them very much. Found them a bit dull. And then I got into FPV, both on quads and on wings.
Okay, now here's a question that's easy for you. How many fixed wings do you have, and how many FPV birds do you have, and how many boring camera drones do you have? Because it
I have,
sounds. Go ahead.
I have 3 camera drones,
Okay.
only one of which I use. I got a FPV Mini. I got a FPV A3, which is
Okay.
1080 only, and I've got a Mini 2, DJI Mini 2.
Okay. All right. And
How many wings have I got?
Mm.
Probably about 30,
where do
somewhere in
you,
that region.
so this stuff
And
is so this stuff is decorating your entire home then.
yeah, I've got the aircraft hangars, the other room.
Oh, okay.
I see. I see. I
Uh,
see. And how many FPV birds?
5, 6, 7, about 10 or 15 FPV
And
quads.
see, and see, Herman complains when I say I have about 6 or 7, and out of those 6 or 7, only 5 are working. See,
Well,
you
I fly things from this size, which is a 75mm whoop,
right.
through,
You're 7 inch.
well, I got a lot of 5-inch, which I love flying.
Okay. Well, it's
I've
funny
got,
because
now I've
I
got
don't.
the 7-inch,
It's funny that you pulled out a 7 inch because I actually have that video of that 7 inch.
and I build 10-inch quads as well.
See, now how fast does that go?
This is my own design. Does about 60 mile an hour.
About 60 mile an hour, and it's your
Yeah.
own custom design.
Yes. I
You know,
designed it, and I had the carbon cut for me and everything.
nice, nice. I want to put this video on. If you want, you can talk through the video. You can describe what's going on here in the video. I told you I would show the Impulse Castle Hill video,
Okay.
and I'm a cruiser. I fly FPV as well, but I enjoy
Yeah.
cruising, and that's
That's
kind of
actually 2 quads.
why I picked this video here because
Oh, this old one. Right. Okay.
yes, because of this area. I would never get a chance to cruise an area like this unless I visit it.
Ah, right. Turn the volume down a bit. Yeah. This is Castle Hill, just outside Huddersfield in West Yorkshire. It's a very well-known place in Yorkshire. It's not that old actually. It was built for Queen Victoria originally.
Now,
So
this is that 7 inch apex you just showed us, right?
this is that Apex. That was when it had an 03 on it. I've gone to 04 and
Okay.
changed and upgraded the motors as well since then.
Now,
Nice.
here's the question because I can't get any O3s over here. Are you still getting O3 units in the UK?
You can still get them, but they're getting hard to find. I'm mainly moving over to 04s, and then when I replace an 03 with an 04, I'll move the 03 into something else. So I
Now,
just
do
sort
you
of
enjoy
move
flying?
out.
Apparently, you like the bigger birds like I do. But do you enjoy flying 7 inch, the 10 inch one, or do you better than the 5 inch?
The 7-inch is great for cruising like this. You can, with the Lion battery I put on it.
Are those
get
sheep in
about-
the field?
Yes.
Okay. I just seeing little fur balls down there. I just
Yeah,
wanted you
those are sheep.
I just wanted you to confirm it. I had watched the video earlier, but I didn't pay attention to the detail. I was looking in the distance.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm a little way away from the tower in the background there.
Well,
It's a
coming
wide angle
from
lens, it shows further.
now, where were you?
I was down in the car park.
You were in the parking lot. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And what's the flight time you get on this rig? Because it looks like you get about 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
With the lithium-ion battery, I get about 20.
With what size battery?
It's 5,000 lithium-ion battery.
Oh hell,
I made.
yeah.
6S.
And you get how long? 20 minutes?
About 20 minutes, a good 15 easy.
See, now I like how you did this and you put your logo on
Of course.
the tower. That was very, very creative, and kudos to you for such a good video. I I,
Yes,
I,
I enjoyed
I
that.
enjoyed that, because usually I see videos cruising, um, cruising around, but I've never seen that part of Europe before. So
We're not part of Europe. Haven't you heard of Brexit? We
you
are.
almost got me for a
We
second. I
are
was
on the
like, wait a minute.
continent of Europe.
You almost got me for a minute. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Did I say something wrong? I don't want to cause an international incident.
Unfortunately, we're no longer in Europe. We are on the continent of Europe.
Okay, okay. Well, now see, I did hear that a while back. I didn't
Yeah.
know how true it was. Now hearing it from someone there in person, now I know straight.
To some Americans, that it's the same thing, right?
Hmm.
Well, South America is its own continent in itself, isn't it? Those southern states with their funky flag.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I wanted to show that I started this segment, FPV
Yeah.
segment, and I've always had guys on here. So
Yeah.
anytime that I can get a female FPV pilot, I try to jump at the offer.
We are a
So,
bit like hen's teeth, aren't we?
huh?
We are like hen's teeth. Hard to find.
Yes,
A little
yes,
bit.
yes, 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 yes. But like I said, I'm starting to enjoy having female FPV pilots on here a little more than the guys.
That's like I was. That's why I
I'm
laughed
glad.
the whole time because I was like, I've never heard of such.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's rare, and I wanted to let you know if in the you want to come back on again, or any of your friends would like to come on
Mhm.
a live stream, put them in contact with me.
You really have
Are you
30.
on social media? Are you on social media other than YouTube?
Not really. I'm on WhatsApp and Instagram, but that's just for family.
Okay, okay.
I
Well,
don't do it. I don't let
I
other
just
people on.
posted your YouTube again. I've been putting it in the chat.
There's a
Yeah.
link in the description.
I don't do TikTok. I don't do vertical video. I do YouTube.
It's not a problem whatsoever. At least people can check out what you do now. Really quick before we let you go, because I know it's late and you have to get up in the
No,
morning.
it's fine. I'm
And
good at the moment.
okay, right now, me personally, I like cruising. I like long
Yeah.
range cruising. The biggest bird I have is a 7-inch FR7. It's an old frame, with the GoPro on the
I know the
bottom.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
if I were to get into a beginner level fixed wing, what size should
Oh,
I get? What size should I get? And it's got to be on ELRS because that's what protocol I'm using.
wow.
And
I mainly fly my wings on Crossfire, and all my quads are on ELRS.
really,
Yeah,
why?
mainly.
Why?
Why? Because wings go further.
But why
And
crossfire over ELRS?
because Crossfire, I run it. It runs at 898 megahertz in the
I
UK.
was getting
I
ready
think it's
to ask.
915 in the
I was
States.
getting ready to ask you, do you run it at the 915, 916,
Now we
or are
do
you using?
868 is what it is in the UK. We
Okay.
can't we can't use 915 like the States because it's in use by other systems.
Right. Some other emergency services are on
Yeah,
those frequencies. Right. Right.
exactly.
Understandable.
868 is us, but it's the same, basically the same. It's the lower frequency works better for long range.
Yeah. I was
Not
wondering
that I
about that.
do beyond line of sight or
I'm finding
anything.
that out. I'm finding that out. ELRS is reliable up to, it's reliable for a good distance, but
It's very,
for
very
long
good. And you,
range, yeah, I don't recommend it. I've always, my crossfire, the furthest I've taken a 5 inch bird was a mile, one
well,
mile. And I
I've
was
had
scared to death
the,
because, dude, it took me 20 minutes to a half hour to get there.
this one. If you
Yes.
look up the video where I'm flying over the viaduct, I had this up to 5 kilometers,
Get
which
out.
is what
Okay. So
3 miles out, and this is ELRS.
that's roughly about 2.5 miles, and that's crossfire.
No, this is ELRS.
That's
Di-
ELRS. Oh wow.
This is a diversity ELRS receiver on the back.
Okay, nice. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna let you get out of here. I know you have to get up in the morning, and I appreciate
You're
you. If
welcome.
you know of anyone else that wants to come on the FPV corner, let them know. It'll be an hour later.
Well, we
But
could work something out in the time for,
that's true because if someone has
yeah,
to get up in the morning, we we we
you know,
appreciate them
another
even
time
coming
for.
on.
Any questions from the subscribers there?
I don't know. Let's see. Does anyone in the chat have any questions?
Well, I know Jim's Jordan was talking about blocking large, but I didn't see anything else that I told you.
This there I see them having their own conversation. J- Takeoff, lift, and land from the Bronx says thanks for the great video, and I don't know what they're talking about. I'd have to scroll back. I wasn't keeping up. I,
Well, I was here
Thank
and
you,
there, but
Angie.
it might be Angie who's said something about like well, yeah,
Nice smooth
lovely
flying.
video.
Angie, are you still there? Let me scroll up. Let me see.
Yeah,
Angie. Don't get. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Scrolling up. She says she got you subbed. Angie's Anderson Ariels. She
Thank you,
says she's got
Angie.
you subbed.
Angie's
Hopefully we'll get you a few more clicks and a few more subs. Like, unfortunately, we can't do like Ken Heron and say
That
go
way I
sub
don't.
this guy's channel and give him 1,000 people.
Well, I've got 1,300 odd subs at the moment.
Okay,
okay.
okay,
But
all right.
I don't chase subs. I never ask people to subscribe. I never ask people to click the like button or
I
anything. It's up to
never,
them.
I
They do
never.
whatever they want to do. They know they're all
Let
adults
your
out.
work stand
Pretty
for
much all
itself.
adults out there, apart from
If they
Ken
like
Heron.
it, they'll come back, right? Right?
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
all know what to do.
That's right. That's how
Is there
I see it.
anyone you want to say hello to really quick, or who might watch? Put the link, Lawrence. Okay, here's our link right here. There you
Yeah, there's a
go.
link. There's a link in the description as
There's a
well.
link in the description also to our YouTube channel. I just posted it again in the chat, so you guys go over and check out. She does now. Here's a question. I was watching you some RC planes. You were recording, or someone else was recording. What was happening with one of those videos I saw?
That was the Large Model Association.
Yes, yes.
They fly turbine jets and very big planes. I mean, half scale gliders and things.
Yeah,
Uh, and I love watching them. So I took a day off to go up to near York. There's an airfield called Elvington at York, and they had a show there. So I just thought I'd record it all, video as
Okay,
much as I can, and put them up.
okay. Well, if you want to see some nice RC aircraft, Caroline Tyler RC, go check out her page.
yes.
This
Go check it out.
this Friday, all the last video of that comes out, and
Okay.
that's all the jet warbirds. You know, the
Okay, Cool
Sabres, the
Cat says he's subbed.
F-18s, all the big ones.
Cool
Okay.
Cat, John Olson, and a few other people say that they
All right.
have subscribe to your channel.
Well,
Lawrence,
thank
that's
you,
similar.
everyone. I hope you enjoy it. There's plenty there to watch.
That's similar to like what they do over at Floyd Bennett with the
Yes,
talk
yes,
about.
with the big RC. Yes,
Yeah.
one of the
These
first
things are
videos on your
silly.
page, that one with the pink jet. I that one I watched the whole video because they do something similar out here,
Mhm.
not far from where I used to live, and it's just a spectacle. They do it at an old closed down airport, so the runway's
Yeah,
still intact. You know, they keep the runway clean and stuff. But I'd like to thank you for coming on.
you're welcome. That Elvington runway is the one where I don't know if you ever seen the Top Gear, the old Top Gear.
Yes, yes, Top Gear, yes.
You know where Richard Hammond nearly killed himself in the jet car? That
Yes.
was at Elvington Airfield.
Oh
You can
Oh,
wow.
okay.
still see like the holes in the ground where he rolled over.
Oh nice.
Wow.
Someone should do a backstory on that. You know?
It's difficult to get access because
Oh,
it is still an
okay.
active airfield.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
listen, now I know if I have any fixed wing questions, I know who to go to.
Go for it.
Thank you again for coming on. We
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Keep flying,
And
everyone,
yes, thank you so much. And
and
you
stuff
enjoy
the
the rest of
FAA.
enjoy the rest of the evening. Okay.
After the evening, it's bedtime for me.
Thanks.
All
Okay.
Bye.
right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Let me do this. Thanks again for coming on. And let me see. I will do this here. Okay. And that was FPV Corner.
That
Thank you,
was
Caroline, for coming on.
that
That's-
segment was so different. I never expected her to say that she had 30 fixed wings.
30 fixed wings. Right. I'm like,
I'm
your
like that.
entire house is decorated with fixed wings. I know this.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, see, and about 15 FPV birds and only 3 camera drones. So, but she did say she started out flying
Wings.
line of sight planes.
Mm-hmm.
So go check out Caroline's page. There's a lot of footage there. Stop by and give her some support.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, that is impressive, Jims. I must agree. Thank you,
I,
Elvin.
I was, I really, really was.
You know?
You know, Lawrence, I wanted to kind of speak to you about something that
Yeah.
yeah, hefty over there. No,
Yeah.
seriously, no. Last week, right, was a rough week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had we had the scrimmage out in Pennsylvania. We had to drive out there 2 hours to get to the scrimmage, and
Yeah.
it didn't start until 7, and it
Hmm.
didn't end till after 11. So we had to drive back. I had to drop you off, then come home, park the car, get my stuff upstairs, and then go to bed, get up early enough to get my stuff to the car, and
Yeah.
then meet up with
To
you,
get to me. Yeah.
to get by you, to meet up with you, and to get to Rhode Island. Ooh, somehow I ended up taking an extra hour of sleep because I needed it.
Yeah. Well, we were both tired as hell. I got home at 12. You dropped me off at 12:30, and
Hmm.
then you still had to drive home
Yeah.
and then look for parking.
Hmm.
I thought you were going to just spend the night in the car. You had the generator in there. Could have charged everything. You had the
No,
Power 1000 in there.
no, I didn't do that. Uh,
But
you
we
know,
went. I
but we did make it up to
Yeah.
Rhode Island.
Yes, we
Um,
did. Yes, we
mhm.
did.
And Josh and
And John,
John and
PT
Steve, yeah,
Pirate.
they did. Yes, they put together for their first meetup. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. After this meetup, I'm gonna I'll swear to you, next year's meetup
Hmm.
much bigger.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
put their foot in this one.
Yes,
They
yes,
put their foot
yes.
in this. For it to be. I mean, I don't know who else promoted it, but they told me about the meetup, and I said to them I would promote the meetup because honestly, it was the weekend that we usually do our little barbecue. That was the only actual week that we thought we would get, but
Yeah,
preseason put that scrimmage in that area in that time, so we don't even have a week, So
true. It's
it
true.
was, and so we said, well, you know what, we'll promote theirs and we'll shoot up to their meetup and hang out with them. I wanted to be there from, you
We
know,
right that Friday we wanted to come up there, but
yeah, but we
the
couldn't.
scrimmage game
You
was
know,
Friday.
we knew we had that game that we had to play, but it was nice getting up there and meeting some people for the first time. A lot of people we met. The sweet, see up there, guys. That we see all the time on live streams and go live in the morning early from Florida. All
And we got to mention Steve too. Steve had a lot. Steve put into
yeah,
had input into
I
setting
did
help set this
mention,
up too. Yes.
I did mention Steve. I just
Oh, okay. I
thought
didn't. I
that they put something together. I thought was very you know that was a very very seriously for their first time and
mm-hmm,
trying to do something of that magnitude because let's be for real. We have done meetup after meetup after meetup here in New York for years. And
mm-hmm.
usually what we do is we meet up, we talk whole lot of crap, and we fly a little bit and
Yeah.
we pick different areas for guys in the in the group that to go to, and we go to that area and we all hang out there. We meet up, we fly for that day or that morning. Some guys go and fly other places. Some guys may grab a meal together and stuff like that. But there's always we've always had meetups. I think that once like they started doing the larger meetups and stuff like that, where
Yeah.
guys were coming and they were, had sponsoring and giving out prizes and stuff like that. I think that the big meetup thing became a gathering spot for more pilots from elsewhere to join. So whereas that, we've had meetups here in New York City with guys in the immediate area, and that would draw guys from like the tri-state area and Long Island and stuff like that. And we'd get like about sometimes like what maybe 30 some odd people would show up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And guys would be out there for hours, fly all their batteries out and stuff like that. And whoever had ability to charge out in the field could,
Oh
who
no,
did.
we did get to go, Angie. We did. We drove. We did get to go, Angie. Sorry.
And it's been, we've been doing that for years. But now, like I said, now the big meetups have started. From what, spin up to minefield to
Yep.
the first Rhode Island drone meetup to even South Florida. And South Florida now is on its what, sixth year now coming. So these big meetups draw maybe not the same amount of people from one area, but they're gathering people from all over the country and now outside of the country. Guys are meeting up and coming to these meetups. And hey, listen, I tell you this: if we could actually have a meetup here where guys wouldn't get harassed going to different places, that would be a great. This would be a great place to meet up because I would
Mhm.
love to take guys over to Kent Avenue and let them take off. The
Yeah,
people in
that
the
would be
neighborhood might not
crazy.
say anything,
Yeah. Yeah. Over
but
by the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Yes. I agree.
But not even just there. You know, no one has flown South Fifth Street and all that, like how, you know, listen, I've been on tour of Kent Avenue. If you look at the videos that I've had put up
Yeah, that's
on
true.
YouTube for years, going from
We
the
flew.
Phantom
We
to
were
the
flying in that
Metro.
area before they had that whole row of buildings up along the
Yeah,
shore.
come on.
When they
I did,
started with the first skyscrapers over there, we started flying over there. And now, if you look from Manhattan across or wherever you're looking from, right, Herman? That entire shoreline, right?
because we were out there with Big Matt and Cool Vic. We've flown that whole area. But yeah,
Yep,
like I said, these larger meetups now, listen, that they're the thing. And I
they
mean,
are.
it's like a gathering place for guys to meet. And but I say to you, it's just fun because we ran into Billy and you know Dovo again,
Yes, yes, yes.
and Lon and you know so.
Yeah, those guys were up there also at
But
the meetup.
you know what? Honestly, was the highlight of the whole meetup for me.
What's that?
Running into Tom again and being able to sit down and talk with Tom, and we had lunch
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just got to
before
sit
we
down
got
and
back
break
on the
bread.
road left. Yeah, so you know, thank you, Tom.
Yes, yes. Thank you for lunch, man.
it was a nice, you know, really good time getting to
Which, by the way, we
sat
need to
down
have
and
him.
talk a
We
little
need to
bit.
have him on to talk about the meetup that's coming up. When are
Oh
we
yeah,
going to do
we
that?
will
Okay,
as soon as he's ready to come on, we'll talk. We'll,
okay,
listen,
okay.
you know me, I don't care.
All
But
right, cool.
what?
Because he mentioned it when we were leaving. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, he can
yeah,
come
that'll
on.
be a good idea.
Tom has an open invitation to come on whenever he wants. If he wants a link now, he can get a link to come in.
Yeah, yeah. This is true. This is true. So,
So,
um,
but
I-
what I wanted to get to, Lawrence, is that you know I want to speak on it a little bit briefly because I thought that it was a little well, no, it's something that we spoke about a couple of weeks ago here, and that was your because I know it's the one that finally got you.
yes,
It's the one that finally got you, the Mini 5 Pro. You know, I just want to talk a little bit about it because, you know, since we were here last, you know, and we didn't speak about it last week, but we spoke about it the week before last when the leaks and stuff had come out on it. And there's a few things we learned about the Mini 5 Pro. But as we know, your man Jasper was
yeah.
on it. He was on
Mhm.
it. He was on it, and he
Yeah,
put.
it goes to say, found some nice close up images of the soon to be released Mini 5, and I'm expecting a teaser tomorrow because the launch will definitely be on the 16th.
Yeah, see
Will
that?
this be DJI Global's last Mini? I don't think so. I
Yeah,
don't think so myself. I
I
was
don't.
answering
I
that.
don't
It didn't
think
say
so.
that. I don't think so
You know
either because
what?
that Mini 1 inch, anyone who has the older versions of Mini, if you thought that Mini shot good, wait till you experience it on a 1 inch
I
sensor.
still say to
It,
you, the Mini 3 Pro was good.
it
The Mini
still
4,
is good. It still is good. It's the camera, not the person flying it. It is you have to know how to use a camera in general. And I want to say something. If you have never owned a drone with a 1 inch sensor, this is your opportunity to get one
oh,
and
you
do
know
it.
what? I wanna see the launch of this.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and you're hearing it here first. You've never heard me say anything bad. Well, I have said a few bad things about a mini, but you're hearing it here first. I want a mini. I may have to rely on one of my Canadian friends, wink, wink, to get in contact with soon
Throw
after
one over the
launch.
border for you. But
Listen,
no,
I want one.
seriously, that tweet that your man Jasper put out led us to Drone XL, where you know they had the exclusive because Jasper was on it.
Hmm.
And they had the close up. That said close up.
Yeah,
It had the close up. photo of it.
There you go. 1-inch sensor, LiDAR,
Hold on a
360
second.
obstacle avoidance.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Because we can get even closer.
Yeah, look, it's nice looking bird. Look even nicer in my possession.
Look at that. I like that. I like that. They kind of rounded up the arms a little bit. They kind of refined the bird. You know, it's kind of looking a little bit more Mavic-ish and not
Yes.
just mini-ish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, definitely. Most
Oh,
definitely.
and we got a view of it from the side from Drone XO.
It's a mini Air 3S, just short of the telephoto lens. Well, Josh, be careful what you wish for.
I think the next version of this might because
Might, yeah.
that took up a lot of camera space to get that 1 inch in there.
Yes, it did.
So give this drone a few years and maybe, maybe it might. You never know. Just might.
Hmm. And they
But
kept it under the 250-gram thing too?
yeah, it's under the 250 grand. But you know what I wanted to tell you? You haven't seen any promos for this yet, right?
No.
No, I mean neither. Because we did have a photo of a forward-facing flying of the drone. Yeah,
Yes.
she's
Yes,
nice.
yes.
You see now, if you look at that and look at your Mavic 3, your Mavic
Mm-hmm.
4, she's looking more Mavic-ish.
Yes. And I agree with you.
The,
It
the,
doesn't look like a mini.
the wax is sticking out. You know what I'm saying? It's fully flexed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I
It's
do
not that
agree.
streamlined thing with the big nose anymore.
Eldon says, I have the original Mini and the Mini 2 got stuck in a
Like the
tree.
Mini and the Mini 2 got a big nose for nothing.
Yeah. Till
No
it
sensors up in there. It's just a whole lot of guard. A whole lot of plastic.
the wind shook it out a few hours later. Damn. Man,
No, no,
listen, I
this
want
is
one.
different. This
They
is a
need to.
different bird.
I agree, Jims. They need to stop calling it an Air because it does look like the Air 3S, but unfortunately, it's a Mini. I mean, fortunately, it's a Mini.
It's a Mini, but they got
It's
a
a Mini. You can't. It does not compare
picture.
in size.
They had a picture of the Mini. I guess it's on the box. The
Yeah.
the Mini 5 Pro on the box.
Okay.
It's kind of the same picture, but I mean, I believe they say this is a box picture.
Yeah. This is. I want one seriously. I really want one. And then don't aren't
Yeah,
isn't it coming with
I
two?
think they saved on the legs.
Then yeah, they look a little thin, but
Not that they're thin, they're roundish. They're more roundish than before.
okay. And aren't they supposed to
Looking
come
for,
with two
looking,
batteries, two different batteries?
um, well, the specs say, what do the specs say, Lawrence? Because we know that we're getting the 1 inch sensor. We've already let that out the
Mm-hmm.
bag. Well, that's already been out the bag. We know it's sub 250.
Yes, they will
Um,
have two batteries.
before with F1 F1.8 aperture on that drone.
On,
So
on the f stop. Yeah.
lidar, looking at lidar on it. So I don't know. I do know that they're gonna have two different fly moors for this drone,
Right.
and they're
Right.
supposedly gonna have ND filters for this.
Well, they do have two different battery types. One
Okay,
battery,
they did
like
before,
right, like one battery will keep it under the 250-gram
and
mark.
the other two will bring it above in the
Yeah.
fly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the same way it was before.
But 52-minute flight time, that's
Yeah.
not bad, bro.
See, this is what you get with the RC N3, the flu
Yeah.
vaccine controller.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah.
non-screen controller.
hmm And then they have these new ND filters.
And FYI, one of them says 128.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's
That
that's
you need that.
yeah. Yeah, you would. Certain circumstances you would out in the
For,
desert.
for like no for like your long exposure stuff, your hyperlapses, depending on where you might be and what you might be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, long exposure, that would be pretty nice depending on your lighting.
Well,
I haven't
it,
tried one with a
mainly
128.
it would be mainly for video use, but some people have been known to use filters to take pictures.
For, forget legs, hand catch and hand launch, Barkley says.
Okay. Um,
Well, with something that
there's
small, I would
also
almost always
but
hand
there's
catch.
also another fly more of this drone where they have the controller that you like so much.
Yes, yes, yes. This
The,
would be a package that I would get.
the RC2.
Yes, definitely. I would need the screen. It would make no sense. I don't have any more tablets. I gave my last tablet away, and I'm not trying to put a big bulky phone holder. You know, I would need at least the radio with a screen on it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And the batteries are supposed to cost anywhere between $70 and $100.
Mm-hmm.
So the extended battery, the standard battery would be $69 even, and the Intelligent Flight Battery Plus, the heavier battery, which gives you a little more power, and
Mm-hmm.
is $99. The two-way charging hub will be 50, propellers 20. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
now, here's something. They changed that little screw system that they had on the minis where you had to screw the props down. It's
Mm-hmm.
now like, remember the Phantoms? You used to press and click, press and twist.
So
They've
much
added
better.
that quick release propeller. That
So much
quick,
better.
yes, yes, it is. Just press down and lock to take props off. You know, you may have to land quick. The ND filter set is going to be $55. And if you
That's not
want
bad.
care, yeah, if you want
That's
care
not bad.
refresh,
But honestly,
hmm
I would I would look and see what Freewell has. If Freewell has
hey,
a set,
John.
or maybe they may have a variable, and you'll get a two set of filters that'll
Yeah,
give
I
you
would
the
like to
same
have
size.
variables too.
So I would check that out. But I mean, it comes with the fly more, so maybe you can make a couple of dollars by selling it to someone who just bought the drone and the
Yeah, that's
battery,
true. That's true because
or
I
you
would
can
definitely sell
wait.
those. But and the care refresh for 1 year is $80, and the care refresh for 2 years is $129
Okay,
on it.
they'll
But
have Care Refresh.
hmm,
They're gonna have Care Refresh.
yep, says care
Was that
refresh
was that
1 year plan, eighty
was that
dollars.
not here? Was that not here, but it's somewhere over there, but not here?
Yes, I'm assuming so. Yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but because we don't know what the hell's going on here, at least for the next 3.5 years.
You know what?
Huh.
They were saying that they had some. The guy was selling some wood down the street. You might want to go back to.
To wood planes. You remember the balsa wood planes
That's
you
what
were
I'm saying.
making school?
They're not letting us. They're not letting us do nothing else.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we might want to get into flying planes. I don't know.
No, I'm good. I've seen some of them guys crash them planes and just start crying. No, I'm good.
It's not.
Yeah, yeah. If there's no fire, you might be able to
It's
recover.
not that bad.
If
Seriously.
you crash and there's a fire, styrofoam burnt all over the
No, but
place.
no, but those planes. A lot of. No, it's not that bad. A lot of those planes don't cost as much as you're not. They're not in it for one of those planes for
Hey,
what
Tom,
you're getting
what's up?
for one drone. Hey, Tom. You
And
understand what
Tom
I'm
says
saying?
the free will. Tom says the free will filters are excellent.
See, I always try to look for the free wells whenever I can because And especially if I can get the variables, oh yeah, why not? You can't beat that. Look at that good old Triborough Bridge. Can't fly that no more. You guys ruined it all for everybody, boy.
Oh,
You guys that flew from the Triborough Bridge down to the 59th Street Bridge, and
you guys?
yeah,
Who was those guys? Because I know a pilot or two that flew from Ward's Island down to the 59th Street Bridge. Well, no, down to yeah, damn near down to the 59th Street Bridge. Yeah,
no,
I
it was
know.
special surgery.
It stopped at the hospitals, Memorial Sloan. They stopped at the hospital and turned around. Thank
You
goodness.
guys, boy, I tell you,
Yeah, back in the Phantom 4 Pro days. So it
that's
wasn't
probably
nobody,
how they
it
telling
wasn't
you about
anyone
White Bridge.
from today's time, Herman. So from today's time, they might have tried to hit Midtown.
You know what, Lance, you crazy.
Huh.
You have baked.
We got a sponsor in 2 minutes.
Oh, do we? So
Yes,
let's get
sir.
to the sponsor and come right back. We're going to hear what the hell the government's got going on. And it might be something we've already spoken about. So who knows? What do I know? For you guys who are Part 107 looking to scale your operations, you're looking for a place to book new appointments, meet new clients, place to build a website, tools to make you a more knowledgeable pilot, then Dronadair may be for you. Check it out. There's a link in the description. Dronadair. Like I said, leave all of the work to someone else in the office and get out and do all of the flying. Dronadair. Check it out. It may be for you.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to have to worry about what's going on in the office, but I do.
Of course. Of course. Of course. I get it. You know, I
But if I
definitely get it.
could, but if I could, I would. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it, Lawrence?
What's that?
I mean, it's the people have been talking about it a little bit. From what I'm understanding, there was an article floating around in Reuters
Yeah.
that the U.S. is planning restrictions on Chinese-made drones and heavy-duty vehicles.
Yes.
And then
Interesting.
I, 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 I checked it out. I looked at it. I even watched uh Russ 51 Drones. I watched his
Hmm.
video.
Okay.
Um, I kind of spoke via text with Lion. I don't think that people should be in really in uproar. Well, you should and shouldn't, but you shouldn't panic about this. This is we knew this was coming because this has always been the talk. But um, we know that the Trump administration has planned to issue, like we said, rules to to restrict or potential bar import of Chinese drones as well
Hmm.
as medium and heavy duty vehicles. Now,
Everything from buses to trucks.
yeah, this this is like I said, it's going to be it has to be a set of rules to the avenue to this. So basically, he has to propose, I guess, a set of rules that are going to take you to the restrictions of these things. And I guess
Hmm.
that I don't know how it's going to come out, but I feel that maybe some of it may be challenged in court. because now you're starting to interfere with commerce and stuff like that, and even with you talking about medium and heavy duty vehicles. Some of these medium vehicles, we've seen them on the road. They're smaller trucks that are
Yeah.
used on the city to move certain things in certain places. So that's going to be interesting to see how you hurt and cripple some of these companies that use some of these vehicles. Um, Also, with the Department of Commerce saying that they have plans to issue the rules to the that address the national security risk that
Yeah.
involve with the information on communications. That we spoke about this from before, and it's funny because they're using language that I don't understand why you would say with the Department of Commerce. I thought the Department of Commerce would be more interested in these drones interfering with money. Why they put out that section that they put out before to try to see how DJI and Autel drones pose a financial risk to other drone companies in America. But you know, I look at this now and I'm like, okay, well, we got to see where what they come up with and what they put out first, because the reason why I think that there hasn't been an all-out ban of DJI drones, the reason why I think that the whole thing of now they've we spoke on this as them not allowing DJI drones through uh,
Customs.
customs.
Yeah.
It's not because of what they say it's for, because let's be for real, this is not something that happened and then they reacted. This is something that they claim happened a while ago.
Yes.
So when I why I say this is because the reason why there hasn't just been an attack to just all out stop it and say one time is because of the pushback of the community, the people in the industry who use the product. Even Chaz Daughtry himself spoken and said that they would love to use American made drones, but there is nothing that that they haven't had anything, gotten anything yet that it can replace. Um, it's an ongoing thing, It's been verbiage that goes back and forth, back and forth. Many people complain and talk about the lobbyists who've worked for companies such as Skydio and have gone on to brown nose with Stefanik, and as far as to push bills, that's some serious brown nosing. But yeah. As far as to push for this banning of DJI, I just think that it's on one thing after another, and it's like a bombardment of stuff.
It's not going, but it's not going to stop there. They were just the first ones to go.
I don't think that this is. A lot of people have spoken and said things about you know DJI and being able to work this out. I thought myself that this would be something that could be worked out. Um, it's looking more and more as if and it's not going to stop with just DJI. It's not going to stop there. It's going to continue into other Chinese made products until we either have nothing or we can get past the next 3.5 years, or um, things work to the point of where you know I'm think that in the process of getting this back to normal, there are going to be people who are going to be hurt. I believe so,
Yes.
because it just has to be.
Right.
I mean, listen, that's just the world we live in.
It is, and well, this is interesting because when they do start pick when they do start applying this to these vehicles, it
Hmm.
it starts at 10,000 pounds.
Right.
So 10,000 pounds covers a lot. You know, right now I know in the West, I don't know what brand it is, but in the West they're testing out driverless truck cabs. And I believe at some point, some places out in the West, someone
Hmm.
can correct me if I'm wrong, they are actually making deliveries already with driverless trucks.
Okay. No, I've
And
seen
I
it.
do,
I've seen
huh?
and heard of it. I've seen and heard of it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know of the particular companies that are doing it, but I do know that they were doing some testing. The best way to test it was, I guess, in the open road out in those long interstates. I don't know, but the testing did have a pilot in it because local laws say you can't have any autonomous vehicle device that big rolling along the highways without someone being in the seat. So the guy sits there, he may fall asleep or whatever, but basically they do have a pilot, those driverless trucks. I will look into that more on those driverless trucks in the West.
Um, you know what's funny about what Jim Jonas is saying? Yeah, you're right, Tom. They're not, and I said it before. They're not for photography. They're for video, and it's actually for having. You would be surprised the difference in using it and not using it.
Yeah, yeah, there is a dramatic difference.
You would be surprised in the difference. Now, do you have to? No. I mean, honestly, especially with DJI, yeah, a lot of these drones shoot very warm to begin with. So
Yeah, that's true.
the last Maverick series, the no, it got a little cooler. With the 3 series, the Maverick 3 had gotten a little cooler.
It did a little, but not much. I don't think.
But yeah, these restrictions on these imports, we knew it was going to happen.
True.
We knew it was coming. Um, Listen, you just gotta have to ride it out.
Yeah, plain and
You
simple.
can't, you can't fix stupid. But
That is sure enough true.
you know, I don't know. I just listen. I don't know. Guys are looking and they're worrying about the drones, the drones, the drones. Yes, because we're drone-based channels and stuff like that. Yeah, I get it. But it's not so much with the drones. A lot of deeper than I fly drones recreationally, maybe, but I decided to try to use it to advance. Advance from being a hobbyist to doing it somewhat, let's say, professionally. Um, yes, it does. It may, and it will eventually affect us. But for right now, I'm using what we have to do what we need to do. You know,
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
and if it's not broken,
Don't fix it.
fix it. But that's another thing I want to talk about: fixing drones. Fifth Avenue, as you know, they announced that they're back in full swing with repairs now. Because you remember they used to be over on
Yes.
the other side of, on the
I
other.
have to take my RC. I have
Yeah,
to take my radio there.
repairs. They have official. They have official DJI technicians, so they
Yeah.
certify.
Yes, I actually need to take my radio there. And I found out with the RC Pro that
Hmm.
it's a common problem. The
What?
record button on the upper left corner,
Hmm.
you know how you said it, that button for some reason goes out. I've already heard, I've had the issue. I put it out there on the internet, and I've already ran into two people who have had the same
That's
issue.
interesting.
The
And you know,
right, the
I
upper
hardly,
left hand button, the
I
record button.
hardly ever
But
use
now
it.
that, but now that I use it when I use it depending on what I'm doing. But it has been not working for like the last four times I've flown my Mavic, and
Wow.
I just decided to do a search
Hmm.
by and I found out it seems to be a problem with that style radio.
Hmm.
Um, I was told by Audley to bring it in, so it's just a matter of doing that, take getting up there. With being busy with everything that we're doing with football season and
When they were on the west side,
yeah,
oh, that was cool. You could. I used to just pull up front and just
yeah,
run
you
it.
can go straight up in there, get a ticket written, right? But now, well, now, and I think Audley did a commercial
Yeah,
for,
commercial.
yeah, I saw it. That's what I did see for them. So he's saying if you have Care Refresh and you don't want to ship it out, take it to the Manhattan store.
Well,
Um,
not even if you just have care, they'll repair anything.
Yeah, even if you don't, right? See, I don't have Care Refresh on that radio, so I'm taking it there. He says they'll send it out. They'll send you back a bill saying what it'll cost to fix it if it needs to be fixed, and you can decide to pay it. If you do not decide to pay it, they will send you back your broken radio,
They,
and
you
that's
know,
it.
you know what they call sending it out?
What to the
They
back
got
room?
no, they guys wherever they are.
Yeah,
They may be in Jersey. I'm not going to tell you
I'm
no.
thinking. I'm thinking they're still over there in Paramus. Yeah.
No, Parameter Store is gone.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, but they always had something going on with Jersey for some reason. But they listen. They used to have people ship them drones to have repairs done in Manhattan when they were in Manhattan. You still there? You got
Yeah,
volume?
no, I'm reading the chat. I saw a
Oh,
lot in the chat. I was like, what's going on?
guys are writing paragraphs over there. Wait a minute.
That's what I was like, huh?
Hold on,
Trying
you're
to
talking
catch
about
up.
me?
They're talking, no, they're talking shop.
Oh, I thought you was talking about me. Paragraph.
No, that's good. The Fifth Avenue store is owned by Canarsie. Oh, by Camrise, under
Camera.
license with DJI. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
camera.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. You
I
know
did
what,
not
Mark?
know that. But I do know I need to take my radio in.
Oh,
It's just a matter of me finding a free day between football, personal life, and
football.
other events. Huh?
In between you, football and what?
Football, personal life, and other events that prevent me from going where I want to go, like Long Island, you know?
Well, having to get up every morning and do this and do that, and if I don't have to do that because it's raining or it's going to be a windy day, I got to be here on this, and I got. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it does just get a little bit rough.
But I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I must say. I must say.
I, I
And
don't.
it's kind of good. I feel good.
I would
People
like to
ask,
be able to put my feet up every day.
yeah, I know.
If I
If
want
people
to.
ask, what do you do for a living? And I tell them I'm 61, and then I say that I fly drones for a living. They're like, nah. And then I show them a picture on my phone, and then they're here for like 5 minutes going through my damn phone looking at shit. That's a drone picture. Yeah, yeah, yes, it is. That's a drone. Yeah.
So what happened, Angie? What happened?
What happened
What?
in the chat?
I see
Oh,
Angie.
no, they were talking about the auto. They were talking about the f-stop, using ND filters for photos. You can, but you don't have to. Tom had elaborated and had mentioned something earlier about
I don't know how that happened, but it
so
happened.
slowing down the shutter enough is sometimes not enough, and with an ND filter you can get that extra. I was saying right
Yeah,
by
because
that
what it
extra stop.
does, right? What it does is it manipulates your f-stop. It can get the in betweens that you can't get. trust me, you can see the difference, especially if you're doing like stuff like you know, and guys take for granted on this, and believe it or not, hyperlapse. I mean, even because it's photos.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Because you remember when we were, what was that, Coney Island? Yeah, yeah, it was Coney Island and Calvert
Yeah.
with the hyperlapse. The ND filter was necessary.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I do know of a certain influencer that was having problems with their Mavic 3, and they were talking about it's jumping. The image is jumping. And I first thing I said was the frame rate is not matching the shutter. You
Was
know?
that the Mavic 3 or was that with the
Mm-hmm.
Air?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I right there something told me that something was wrong because then you know the person, no one pointed it out to him, which I found even stranger, but they did resolve the issue with the new drone supposedly.
Well, I think that DJI probably has that problem every time a drone is released.
Yeah, until they get those fine-tune updates, those
Hmm.
first one or two updates that after it's been released
Right.
tweak stuff like that.
Mhm.
Using an ND filter is the only time I will them for photography is shooting hyperlapses. This is to add additional blur to movements. Yes. Yep. Like streaks, light streaks. Yes, especially. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, to
You know
do
what
a high,
filter I've used? Some of those. There's a bunch of filters out there
I
for
use a noise pollution
Mavic
filter
City.
for photos. I
There's a
use a
bunch
noise pollution filter for photos at night.
like
It
they. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna actually show you some of those what show you what some of those filters have done. I'll post some of the pictures on the Facebook group again. They're old
okay.
photos, but there's all kind of weird filters out there.
There are. There are. There I think since some of them that some people are just making up names of some of the stuff I've seen. I've always known about a
No,
noise pollution filter.
well, see that those to me are filters like what you're talking about.
Okay, okay. Well, when you have a camera, it's a different level. Like the Jim's droning, ND 1000, ND 2000 remove moving objects. See, if you're doing a long exposure, anything that's moving is gone. I did not know that you had to go that high. Light pollution filter helps make the unnatural yellow tint out of the street and buildings. That's exactly what I use it for. It takes away the yellow hue around lights. Yes, we need seven more to get that like. Let's see. Come on, you guys, open up those burner accounts. We know you all got them.
You got
Yeah,
Joe.
even a couple of you lurkers out there in the lurking in the cut.
He's got jokes. Different area codes.
But what's the next story?
Well, what's the next thing we want to talk about? You know, there's actually a drone out there
Uh huh.
that set a new world record.
Yes. Yes.
Believe
And,
it or not,
and
Silicon Valley drone startup Sci-Fly. That sounds like a Chinese restaurant or something like that.
it does. But kudos to
Sci-Fly
Sci-Fly. It's
has officially obtained the Guinness World Record after flying their, what's this, a Q-12 drone. That's a nice name for it.
yeah.
I guess that's
Sci-Fly Q12.
yeah, the Sci-Fly Q-12 for more than 3 hours. Now, this comes to be about an hour more than the previous record, believe it or not.
Which they held.
Yeah.
Which they held. You have to point that out.
Well, this this flight took place back in January. I mean, Ju- July. Too much.
Yes.
July 26th
Yes.
in California. Believe it or not, nice
We
place to
got
fly.
we got a video.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
see it.
Yes.
Let's see it.
Yes. Yes. Check this out.
Let's see
I
it. Let's
have
see it.
I have her queued up and everything.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Hours, 11 minutes and 54 seconds. Sci-Fly set a new endurance benchmark for an electric multirotor with nearly an hour longer runtime than the prior mark.
All right, well, welcome to the event, what we've all waited for. So we're with Sci-Fly Aviation, and we're here to set the world record for endurance for a multi-rotor system, quadcopter.
This isn't just a world record. It's a key to a dockless, BV-loss future where missions aren't bound by constant battery swaps or tethered to docks, but cover hundreds of miles on a single charge.
Hi everyone, I'm Tina Shi from Guinness World Records. I'm your official Guinness World Records adjudicator. I'm so excited to be here at Bay Arrow at this beautiful park. With the drone, we just achieved the Guinness World Records title. It flies for over 3 hours, which is so amazing and excited.
Hi, I'm Brian Hinman. We're here in Baylands Park, and this is a place where we've done a lot of testing of our Q12 prototype drone. Today is a big day for us because we've just completed a world record mission. We've set the world endurance record with our drone. Up until now, most drones have been used in visual line of sight applications, short distances, flying for 20 or 30 minutes. But now, with the introduction of Part 108 regulations, we now have a framework for flying beyond visual line of sight. And what that means is now we're going to have missions that are primarily flying for hours instead of minutes and connected to the cloud via 5G. And so in this way, we have to rethink how you build drones. So instead of having drones that fly for 20 or 30 minutes, our mission with Sci-Fly has been developing the technology that allows us to fly for hours.
We hit over 3 hours of endurance on a single battery charge.
Almost done.
That means customers can now fly for hours, not minutes, bringing the level of capability a helicopter provides with the cost structure and usability of drones today.
We have an aircraft that instead of, again, flying for 20 or 30 minutes, we can fly for 2 hours in hover and 3 hours in forward flight. So the record we've just set is 3 hours and 11 minutes, and we think within a year, we're going to be able to fly for 4 hours.
Wow, 4 hours.
Yeah. So
Now,
each year it seems like they could go up a damn hour.
now you know what's funny? It
Huh?
seems like only hydrogen at one point can only fly for that long.
For that long, yes. But the battery technology is changing,
Wow.
you know, and it's for the better. Oh, and we have to point out this drone, FYI, can do this carrying 10 pounds weight. So, and it has a 90-mile range. So hold it, 2 hours continuous hover, over 3 hours forward flight with a 10, and it can hold a 10-pound payload capacity, 90-mile range flight, and fully modular all-electric architecture.
Oh yeah.
So Sci-Fly Q12 looks like they're you'll be seeing them making deliveries, and with beyond
Doing
we have
something.
and with beyond visual line of sight, it makes it even easier for them to get delivery
Doing
routes.
something.
Yep, for them to get delivery routes. We need these drone bodies made with solar panels.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure they're working on it. I'm sure somebody it's been done, yes, but I'm sure they're working on it.
That
I
might be a
did
little
see
extra weight.
yes.
They're still trying to cut weight. You want to make the whole body out of solar
Ray of
panels.
Sunshine says she wonders what a 1,320-pound aircraft would look like.
A who?
1,320-pound aircraft. How heavy is Ariana Grande? I can't say her name.
What?
I'm trying to see how heavy is Ariana Grande. Put her. Sean is asking.
She's not that big.
I know she's very tiny. She's very tiny and small.
I'm almost
Almost
positive.
almost mousy.
I'm almost positive that she could.
Oh, it just kicked in, huh?
No, you've seen the big jets, right? That they fly like a Floyd Bennett.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like her, most small kids could probably ride that thing.
Just true.
They would just fall off once it tilted in air.
True. True. If they didn't have them strapped down, right?
But that's not just her. There's a few other people.
I think he wants to carry a grenade. Oh, how heavy is a grenade? Oh, thank you,
No.
Gary. I thought he was saying how it depends on the type. It depends on the actual grenade. If it's shrapnel, if it's a flash, or
no.
whatever.
No, we can't do that.
But yeah. At 10 pounds, it could.
I liked Lawrence's idea better.
What? You're putting Ariana Grande on on the drone, hanging
As
from the
opposed
bottom
to
of
the grenade, yeah. No weaponizing the drones.
Yes. Thank you, Gary. And see, that's messed up. Gary lives in Canada and understands English writing better than I do.
Well, I don't. Who wrote it?
John Olson. He
Okay.
meant to put how heavy is a grenade, but I saw a grenade and I thought he was trying to say Ariana Grande, whatever the hell her name is. I'm probably butchering her name.
I'm listening to you. And
Right. What's up, Stevie?
you know her name is Large, right?
Too late. They're already doing it.
What? Putting
Putting
her on
grenades
the road
on
on
drones.
drones? Who? Her or grenades?
Grenades.
Oh, we're not doing that here. No one's doing that.
No. We're
That's not a thing.
No,
That's what I was trying to tell you. Your boy there. That's not a thing. Putting weapons on a drone. People don't. Normal people don't do that. People
but
in
that's
the
true.
military
Normal
do
people
that.
don't do that. Military organizations?
Yeah.
And who else would have the technology to do it successfully?
Well, I'm saying that's what I'm saying to you. That's not a thing. That's like a military, military purpose.
Yeah, definitely.
Drone use doesn't have anything to do with grenades and other guns and such on the drone. We don't speak of those type of things here. We speak about drone delivery that's delivered medication and different supplies and stuff like that.
Yes.
We speak about drones that you can fly and things you might be flying in. And the one thing that you do have to you can say is that when they do have those big passenger drones as people is worried about, here in New York, the law prohibits them from them having you flying out there with no pilot in it. So
Yes.
you don't have
That's
to worry
one
about
good thing. That's one
you don't
good
have to
thing in
worry
New
about
York.
that. New York says that if you're going down, the pilot's got to go down with you.
Mm-hmm.
They got to lose a little bit too.
Jim's Droning says it would be cool to drop eggs from a drone, right?
Well, that's still a little different. When you figure out how to do it, let me know. I got a guy that you need to fly over.
I know a few people.
Oh, yeah.
Rig it to drop a dozen.
Who?
I'm telling them, rig it to drop half a dozen or a dozen.
Oh. Well, see, here's how man looks at it. Once he figures out how to drop a dozen eggs, it doesn't stop at eggs, right?
Yeah, of course. They already did that. They already did it in the Ukraine.
Okay.
They have a drone that drops multiple ordnance now, sort of in the same system, similar system.
Now, that would be nice.
We just passed a sponsor.
Did we?
Yes, sir. By 1 minute. So not too bad.
We'll get the sponsor. We'll come back, get everything else in, finish up the show. I want to share something with you, though.
Okay.
the sponsor. Oh, yeah. We'll be right back. Nanook for 10% off on all Nanook orders. Use Phantom Flight 10 for 10% off. If you're looking to protect your cameras, drones, guns, gimbals, watches, and jewelry of any precious thing to you, then Nanook is the place to go. Check out the link in the description. Nanook. That's plastic cases up in Canada, if you didn't know.
Okay. Welcome back to Wednesday night with those guys.
Lawrence,
Yes.
talking about getting into whatever else is coming up. Um, there's one thing that I wanted to ask you actually was as far as the Space Force is concerned, because we know that Space Command is moving and they're making moves in Alabama, but I'm curious to know what they're actually doing over there in Alabama. And how does this flight training that they're going to be doing down there help Alabama?
Huh.
You know, what is it? The U.S. What was it Space Command?
Yeah.
They're going to be operating in Huntsville, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
This is really, really, really interesting. Because Skyfire AI, they've announced this partnership with the U.S. Space Force
Yes.
and Rocket
Well,
Center.
well, it's the U.S. Space and Rocket Center.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I know.
same
Space
difference.
Force.
Space Force.
Force. Yeah. 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 Well, collaboration that they're doing, to be
Yeah.
honest, I think is really good because they want this facility to be able to simulate forest crashes and
Mhm.
helicopters, plane crashes, search and rescue in large bodies of water. They want it to be a training facility.
This is a STEM
Um,
program.
yes, for it's a giant STEM program, but they also plan investing money in STEM programs
They're going to
around
invest
the
more
United
money.
States. Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Uh, uh,
yes,
it
yes.
seems
So
to be a thing now with the investing in the STEM program since that we can't grassroot it anymore. Um, so I guess they're going to have to do what the STEM programs.
well, this testing they will, but what they plan on doing is they want a test facility for safety agencies, infrastructure operators, and national defense planners.
Right, I get that, and also for what military personnel. But let's I get it, and I think that it is a good thing, like how they have out at the airport for the training for fires and stuff like that. No,
Hmm.
it is a good thing. It is
Yes,
a good
yes,
thing.
yes. They claim that this will the facility will hands-on scenario based on drone training for first responders, military personnel, Department of War teams. Like I said, critical infrastructures, training scenarios will go beyond classroom and put you in real-time situations.
Mhm.
So everything from hazmat to
Right.
we
Honestly, I would love to be able to sit in on this because you're going to have a lot of well, options. The first thing that came to my mind was crime scene, but no, you're going to have like a lot of things with accidents and hazards to recreate the scene.
right.
Right. So yeah, this is I would I would love to be in this.
I would like to be there to see all the equipment because they have everything from crashed helicopters to crashed planes. They
Right.
actually have a 150 by 150 foot tent, 50 feet high, for testing drone swarms in.
Mm-hmm.
They also plan on doing a lot of drone swarm testing, and we know who's interested in drone swarming, the military. But
Mm-hmm.
they go on to say national defense,
Right. I tell you, military people.
but not just that. Safety agencies like the search and rescue and all of those, fire department. So
Mm-hmm.
we may have something to how would you say, as a model to start
Yeah,
expanding.
it's basically a training facility, and they're going to set up in Huntsville. And
Hmm.
these are the organizations that are spearheading it. And I think it's a great idea, especially when you talk about training, military as well as first responders and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
if
well,
responders get their opportunity to train with military people, especially your police officers, because
yes,
I I have a friend who's a marine, and he is very critical of the behavior of the police departments and stuff like that, and how they operate. And I think that they could learn a lot from military people, you know. So I think that operating with them and learning from them, learning with them, is a good thing.
I agree, but I have to point out something also. The companies that will be that they'll be using equipment from will be Vantage Robotics, Vesper, Trace Drones, Ortel Max for thermal,
Uh
and
huh.
Dragonfish platforms,
Uh huh.
Parrot UKR aircraft, and drone tag detention systems.
Uh huh.
So all of this stuff they will be using their I guess teaching people how to use thermal cameras. You
Hmm.
can't just pick up a thermal camera and know what to look for.
Right.
You have to have Dragonfish is is Ortel's largest platform for mapping. That's that giant wing, fixed
And
wing that
this
Ortel has.
Autel Max 4T is another drone they have too.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I,
So
I believe
let's
it's the one that's on the thumbnail.
oh, hold on. Let me go to the thumbnail. That might help some. I'll tell you right now if that's the dragonfish.
No, it's not the dragonfish. I'm talking about the other one.
Oh, the 4T, the Ortel 4T. Oh, okay, yes, that is. Yes, that is. Definitely. But let's see where this goes. They claim, Herman, that starting the announcement of the US Space headquarters will relocate to Huntsville,
Mm-hmm.
and they look forward to bringing their business and money and jobs to this area of
Yes, they are.
Huntsville, Alabama.
Alabama. You know what I
If
wanted
you
to talk about?
remember the
They made
company
the
we did
catch
a
up.
story on last week, Herman, that they had left an area after being one of the first to start doing drone deliveries. Well, this will be hopefully the beginning of one of these schools.
Amazon.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, we'll see. Because this looks like it's a STEM program, but not for the school level student. This is for the person already working in the field,
yes, 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 definitely.
which is not a bad thing in itself. But because it's more and more training is always a good thing.
Yes, exactly. We shall see what's going on. We'll see where it goes. Definitely.
You know
Now, go ahead.
what I No, what I did want to go into was the fact that I was on LinkedIn, and on LinkedIn, there's always jobs on LinkedIn, and it's funny because I saw this for a few months. Hey, what's good, Stevie? I saw this for a few months on LinkedIn that Brink was hiring people
Yes.
or looking to hire people. They were looking
Yep.
for in recent time. I've seen articles where they're looking for software developers to help them with a response um, program that they're trying to work on.
Okay.
Yeah, because Brink's always in the middle of something, and I saw that they were looking to hire people
Right.
for something that they were working on, and then I saw another article that had come out, and I was like, oh, okay, now I see what they're doing, because they were hiring people for to help them develop this citywide drone for response drones for first responders network. And you know, they're looking for, like I said, they were looking for software developers to help them refine this system that they have planned to work with I guess the police and the fire departments, search and rescue people, for first responders, and a network that they can use citywide. Now, from what
Right.
I'm listening here and what I understand is that as of August of last year, um, Laredo, it's in Texas, the police department,
Yes.
they signed a 5-year deal with with Brink for a drones for first responders account to help build this network, believe it or not. And no, well, let me tell you a little bit about Brink, because many people just hear us talk about Brink, but Brink is a Seattle-based company um, that was started by a gentleman, Mr. Was it Resnick, I believe his name is. He well, basically they're out of Seattle, and this is a company that he started, I guess, based out of what he felt was a necessity,
Mm-hmm.
something that had actually transpired with himself, and something he was involved in, but helped him, which caused him to start the company.
To start to bring company, right.
Right.
Well,
They they're looking basically to do this citywide drone network, where they're actually looking to launch, where they're going to do flights. They'll have so they're going to do actually the software, um, radar integration, training, and
okay.
they'll be doing maintenance on the drone for these first responders. So you're talking about launch stations,
Right.
flight software, radar integration, training, and maintenance. This is what they're going to provide in this network for first responders.
That's nice. I actually have a photo of their one of their stations there from Brink. So Brink has their own version of a drone in a box. FYI, most drones, you have to put lights on, Herman. I just wanted to point out. This one has lights on it already. And of course, along with sensors, optical sensors,
Mhm.
thermal, and a speaker. So
Oh,
kudos to them. Let's see. Oh, and it flashes while flying in red and blue lights. Um, from what I understand, it also has a siren. So when it's flying through the air, you will actually hear going by. So
that's
you
good.
can. No, but hold on. What the siren is for people that are flying in the area.
That's going to be real corny.
I know, I know, I
Because
know,
you remember when I told you,
I
how are
know.
they going to how are they going to do that? Because they see, and they rolled that out here, but they're using DJI drones. They're still
Right.
using DJI drones.
Right. They used the Skydio drones for
And
for the
photo op.
commercials and everything, and then they're flying DJI. That's what's killing
Now,
me too.
now watch this. Watch this. I want to not to change the subject, interrupt you real quick.
Yeah.
Hear what I'm about to tell you, and this is something that you're going to hear again. And this is where the United States is going to use how they're going to use whatever drones that they do have access to phase out DJI drones. Purpose built.
Yep. Yep. If it doesn't serve a purpose, it ain't supposed to be in the air.
No, 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 no. That's not what I mean.
I'm, I'm, I'm being facetious. I'm being smart ass now.
That's not what I mean. They're drones that are built for specific purpose. Like take this drone we're just talking about here with Brink. We know Brink has what the Lima was that? Is that the Lima or the Lima 2? They have the ball and these Brink drones or the two-way radios and stuff like that. That's was their thing because they wanted to
Mm-hmm.
deal with first responding and stuff like that in hostage situations. Um, you're talking about a drone with a siren on it.
Mm-hmm.
You DJI makes drones that you can and that are capable, and you can use them for many different things.
I know. I know.
If
They
they're
have a job.
allowed, if they're allowed to remain here, they're to get in and where they fit in. Or I mean, maybe where they fit in is with the consumer and not with anybody else. But to be able to have those type of things, they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to make those type of drones.
Yeah, of course.
And
Of course. We already know.
but it's not enough just to have the enterprise drone that has the speaker and light capability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean it's right now it's not even. I don't even know if it's even something that should talk about because you're not even able to get drones through customs. So worrying about selling a drone to somebody who's not allowed to spend their money on it,
Yeah.
making a drone for them would probably be a waste of damn time anyway. You know, like I said that before when what was that? The Matrice and the Enterprise, the Mavic 3 was an Enterprise drone, and the the Matrice 30.
Yes.
Here goes drones that first responders and them could use.
Mm-hmm.
These are great drones, but they'll never know because they're not allowed to buy them.
Yeah. Well, like the Laredo Police Department, the story started out with them saying their very first drone was a Phantom 3 or
Mm-hmm.
something to that effect, and they went from that to arresting someone who had a drone that sat in the witness evidence locker for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
somehow they were able to acquire it because no one claimed it. And they went to the Phantom 4, and now they got Brink drones, a contract. I think, what did they say, 300 and something thousand? Hold on, don't quote me on that. No, they got it. Okay, here it is. The city's auto theft task
Mm-hmm.
force helped with finance with the new DFR program with its first year payment of about $433,000 toward the total contract cost, approximately $2.26 million.
Hmm.
So they got some money from somewhere to get them started.
Hey,
And
how?
right now, they plan on setting up a network. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, the first network of that first station I showed you a picture of is in the center of the city, and
Let's take a look at the thumbnail.
they plan on spreading them out, throughout the city in areas as needed. And each station will have a 2 mile range.
Right, that's what I meant by the launching stations.
Yeah, yes, yes,
And
yes.
them
So,
having and what's so good about it is that it's a similar system to what they have here, where
mhm,
these will be launched on things like gunshots. You know, they're basically great for being able to have an eye in the sky. If it's something that happened right now, we can get a drone up immediately. Maybe we can see the suspect, get
right,
eyes on the suspect, be able to tell you what the suspect is wearing, so that the officers that show up on the scene will know where he's headed, what he's wearing, and be able to take care of that. The eyes in the sky, man. Big brother everywhere, all the time. Just not in this big brother being used in a form you like. So it could
Right.
be.
Right. This is true. This is
Yo,
very,
you
very
just
true.
like me behind.
Oh, I wanted to say congratulations to Stevie. Captures Life Connection, Herman.
Good.
He's flying his birds in full his DJI birds in full acro.
All right.
And
See
he
you
also
later.
hinted that he would be getting an original FPV bird. He didn't say what size or anything. I was trying to pull it from him, but I told him he needs to learn to solder. He said he used to solder a little bit and he's got a garage full of shit. So, congratulations. Welcome to the world of FPV. And all I can say is when you're ready to build a 7-inch, let me know because the physics are a little different from the 5-inch and below. We got a gunshot warning system in Suffolk. Yeah, that's exactly how they're being used in the 5 boroughs out here,
Right.
John Olson.
Gunshots and
The
the drone
gunshot, yeah.
is deployed.
Gunshots and 911, major 911.
Yeah, gunshots. That thing is deployed and it's headed in that direction.
That's true. You see what Cool Cat says, Stevie? Oh, that's good. Flying in full acro is great for your muscle memory when it comes to flying FPV. Yes, it is because you don't have that oh shit button no more.
Well, you know what muscle memory technically is like a recovery system of muscle that when you stop doing whatever exercise that you're doing,
It
your
starts
muscle actually
fading.
go no, your muscle can actually go right back to where it was within a few weeks to a month's time, just basically by
By
because
practicing.
because muscle has memory. That not has nothing to
Okay.
do with flying FPV or flying anything. That terminology does not come from flying.
Oh, yes, we know. We know because I first heard of muscle memory when I was learning to play golf.
It
I
doesn't
was
come from that either.
I was learning. No, I know it doesn't come
It
from
comes
that.
from the actual training of muscle.
Right. I'm just saying that was the first time I heard anything pertaining to muscle memory. One more light, guys. Pull out that bootleg account. We got 6 minutes before we get out of here
Oh,
to
really?
break that 30. Yes, Gary's been on the grind since he's been here.
No, but I wanted to tell you, Lawrence, Brink, they've been on the move for a little while now. Oh, this is what I wanted to share with you because it actually came.
What came?
I'm going to
Ooh,
show you.
ooh, ooh, what?
We now have
We now have.
GPS on all of the vehicles now. So now
Nice.
from
Nice.
my phone, I can tell you where both trucks are at all given times. Only thing
Nice.
is, here's the
Okay.
next thing.
So if we get lost in the woods, we can find the trucks. We can get back to the truck.
Kind of, sort of, but we can get
Okay.
we can we can get Wi-Fi connection.
Nice.
We can
Okay.
get what else? Oh, diagnostics on the trucks.
Really? Via
Yeah,
GPS. Okay. All
yeah,
right. Let's see.
so,
Welcome to the future.
yeah.
Right? Moving on up there. That's what's up.
So now I know where the car is at all times.
So now Herman pulls out his phone. He says, "Where's the car?" And he finds out where it is. It tells him where the Batmobile is. Yep, that's what's up. We're good. Brooklyn Jimmy, what's good, man? How are you? Hope all is well. Let me go and get my burner account. Come on,
Uh-oh.
we need one more. We need one more to make it to 30. Gary does a great job, and we have to break bread. 31. We're at 31, guys.
You
Well
know what
done,
it
Gary.
is?
Vicky asked me to tell Vicky hello. Please tell her hello.
Hey, Vicky, hey, we're
We
here.
hope all is well, and if she's within Vicky, if you're within listening range, I hope Gary's not driving you crazy today. at
See,
least for this hour.
see, John, what it is, right? I happen to have an old truck, and it's a '03 Cadillac Escalade. The truck has under 100,000 miles on it, if you can believe that.
Thanks, Jimmy.
It has probably been soaked in buttermilk.
The car. Wow.
No, I'm just saying, and I don't know. I just wanted
Oh,
to.
John Olson says, "Does your wife have access to the GPS?"
You know, why did I read that as Wi-Fi?
Oh, he said, "Does your wife?" Because you're not married, so naturally it knocks any inclination of the word "wife" out of the brain, and you saw Wi-Fi.
No, we're not married. It's just that I'm kind of like, I,
I understand. It's been a long day.
I'm a hostage. I'm not
He
married.
doesn't have a wife. He's a hostage.
I'm not married. I'm a hostage. I need help.
Oh. If you need help,
How's the,
blink 3
how's
times.
how's the girl on? How'd the girl do it on Instagram?
Yeah. That's funny, right? It works. No problem, Jims. Thank you, Brooklyn Jimmy. We appreciate you, man. Thanks to Brooklyn Jimmys. We are at 31. 30 was our goal. We'll always accept more.
I didn't mean the word hostage.
Oh, it just came out subconsciously, right? That's honestly. Tell us how you feel. Tell us how you really feel. He didn't mean hostage. He wasn't thinking hostage, but it came out. I'm just saying. Anyway, it's 1 minute before we get out of here, man. And I wanted to say we had a very good time. I'm sorry, we apologize for getting there late, but we were running on fumes to begin with. But we did make it to the Northeast drone meetup. We got to meet a lot of people, hike and fly. I got to put a lot of faces with that I naturally see on the internet. I got to put faces with the names and stuff like that. Thank you, Fly Guy Merrill. Yo, when you gonna show me some of them pictures, man? I know you got that Mavic 4 too.
You know what?
A lot of people are getting the Mavic 4s now.
I was running on 2 bags of chips and some candy.
Yeah, and I was running off of. I went into Dunkin' Donuts and asked for a Frappuccino, and she's like, "This isn't McDonald's." That's how tired of you. Remember, right, Herbert? And I was like, "My bad." She says, "We don't make those here. McDonald's does." I just wanted a cold coffee to wake up for the rest of the ride. You remember, right? But she got highly insulted. But anyway, we thank you much. We appreciate you guys. It's getting harder and harder to find FPV pilots. So if you guys out there know an FPV pilot that would be willing to come on here, and so we can talk about them. No, I'm joking. If you know an FPV pilot that's willing to come on, tell them to hit me up.
Or if you're an FPV pilot yourself and you'd like to be on FPV Corner.
Right. Pretty soon, Stevie will only be flying FPV.
Well, Stevie been flying FPV, even though he was flying the DJI joint. Because I remember when we were at Bridge Park, Stevie was doing some Stevie-like stuff.
Yeah, Stevie was lucky there
was
an oh shit button. But no, he's an FPV head. I want to know what FPV bird that is you're getting, though. Seriously, when you get a chance, let's get the hell out of here, man. I got some food to cook.
Is it that time?
It's that time, bro.
Wow. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Be safe, fly safer. Try to be a better person tomorrow than you were today.
Okay, that's a lot. But we'll see you next time
with those
guys.
I love those guys.
We love you too. Good night, everyone.
And we're out of here. Goodbye.
Later.